What's up, y'all? It is time for Let's Make a Board Game! So we are back again. Doing this Let's Make a Board Game thing. This is a game I designed a long time ago called Nashville, right? And y'all, I love this game. It's so cool. Look, it's got circular cards that are records, man. Like, how flippin' cool is that? Like, y'all, it's such a cool game. And here's the thing. This game makes me so incredibly sad because as a publisher of board games, trying my best to do cool stuff, this game is in fact sadly cost prohibitive to make. So it doesn't get made. I want to make a nice boxed version. I want you guys to have a really cool board. But you know what? In the light of that, it's okay. It is what it is. And I understand that, and y'all understand that, and you know how this publishing game goes. It's hard. It's very hard. It's hard work. And it's really hard because you do your best, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you know, that's a frustrating thing, you know. So this is a game that's going to get remade. It's going to have a new life. It's going to exist in a different way. Because, like I said, cost prohibitive. It's not a knock on the Game Crafter. It is what it is. So people can say, oh, well, Game Crafter is really expensive. It's expensive to do print on demand. Yes, it is. It's also really expensive to print 1,000 copies of a game from China and have it shipped here. And to manually box them up and ship them out to backers, right? Very, very, very expensive, especially on time. And so I know y'all would support me if I did something cool like that. However, that being said, the board is going to go away. I'm going to keep the records though, because, I mean, dude, there's circular cards that are records. How flipping cool. Maybe a redesign them, you know, whatever. But what I'm thinking with this game, this is why it's on Let's Make a Board Game, because let's make a board game. You guys can probably tell how much fun I have saying that, how much fun I have doing these videos with y'all, and you know, we don't have a huge audience, and that's fine. You know, like my mom probably would watch these videos, especially when I go link. She'd be like, "Oh wow, you made a video, good job." No, she doesn't. She doesn't watch them. Hi mom, you're awesome. Appreciate you for all the creativity over the years. She taught me a lot about creativity and a lot about, I don't know, music. My dad too. He's a big music guy. So one of the things that I was thinking about with this game is, need some cubes. There we go. Oops, cubes. One of the things I was thinking about with this game is to do more of a Yahtzee style, right, where you have 5 dice, right, you roll up to 3 times. Keep any of the ones you want each time. And 3. There you go. Cool. But then, now they have abilities, right? So if this is 1, this is 2. I found it helps to draw the dots, then box them in. Sometimes you can box them in if it's 4, because it's, you know, square, nice square box. 5, maybe. Oh, yeah, can do it. And we'll do 3, and 3 for 6. There we go. So, what I was thinking was there was 1 power, there was a second power, 3, 4, and 5, right, for each die value. All right, and so we can do stuff along those lines. And some of the cards might have to change, and you know, these things happen, guys. They just do. I'm not sad that the game is going to change form, and you guys probably will never actually see the game in that form with the board. And it is what it is, what it is, what it is, and it's just a thing. So, that being said, moving on with our lives. So, we can, to kind of kibitz from our board game, our board for our game here, our Let's Make a Board Game game, which we're not going to try to make, we're going to remake the new and inspired way. I got thinking about after we, quote, destroyed Castles of Burgundy. We didn't just really destroy Castles of Burgundy. I love Castles of Burgundy. Such a good game. I wanted to see it look different, you know. I wanted it to be better, different, cooler, you know, whatever. I wanted it to be, I don't want to say modernized, because Castles of Burgundy is a pretty cool game, pretty modern game. But I wanted to see it look different, act different, behave different. Like, this game is going to act and look and behave different. A lot of the notes that I took from the board game were to make a board and then do almost like a Ispahan style. If you guys haven't played Ispahan, pretty cool game. Sebastian Pouchon, who is a great game designer, one of my heroes actually. Yay, I love that dude. Makes cool games. Not always. Sometimes he, you know, whatever. We all gotta pay the bills, right, or something. I don't know. So I like most of his games that I've played. Anyhow, moving on. So my thought with this game was, you know, maybe there's a way to, here we gotta track money, and so you can have 10 and 9, 8. These are 110s, right? 70, 60. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things, right? 0, 0. And then we've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ooh, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Okay, so, yep. Can Benny draw in a straight line? Absolutely not. Is Benny bad at this? Probably. Oh, that's why it's not in a straight line. Because it's fine. We'll just put this up here at 10. There we go. Now we've got, because we did 00 down here. It's good. So, dollars in million. All the monies. So the thought with this game, you know, each one of these would do something based on a theme. Like, so this one, this could be draw cards. This could be hire bands. This would be draw cards. One card, draw one, draw 2, keep 1, right? Draw 2, keep 2, right? Draw 3, keep 2, right? Draw 4, keep 3, right? So if you get all the way to 5, you can get a whole handful of cards. Hire bands, 1 band. Hire 1 band. 1 band at -1. Hire band times 2. And so there would be 2 bands at, or no. Let's do 1 band at -2 and then 2 bands at -1. Something like that. These probably would be flip-flopped, right? So we can draw cards, we can hire bands, we can up stars. So see, the bands have stars on, up to 5 stars, up stars. 4, I'll say $1. Up star for $0. Up star on 2 bands for $1. Up star 2 bands for $0. Up 2 star on band for 0. Something like that. Kind of thinking along the lines of engine building, like we talked about previously in other videos, but along the lines of, think like Yahtzee. It's not Yahtzee, but it's Yahtzee. It's more of, it's a scalable thing. So like, so if I have 2 5s, you know, how far can I go? If I have 3 1s, how far can I go? Oh, well, I can take all 3 1s and draw 2 and keep 2, right? So here we were talking about we can gain $1 for one band, gain dollar per, it's per star for two bands, right? Gain $2 per star for one band, right? Gain $2 per star for two bands, right? And we do gain $1 per star for three bands, right? So each time we're kind of getting gradually better if we get all the way to 5. And I think, it's a situation where when you take your turn, you pass the action board. That's what this will be. This will be an action board to the next player, minus whatever you took off. So if you took off these, whatever, now they're going to get to roll these, or they can wipe the board, roll whatever they want 3 times, or they can leave these, roll these up to 3 times. Oh, look, that's hot. Yahtzee. No, sorry, y'all. Yeah, let's see, this one, I want to do, this would be charts. So we'll have, maybe this will be charts over here, right? So we have chart, radio edit, radio play, right? And so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Radio charts. Band up 1 per star. Okay. And then band up 2 per star, right? And maybe band 2 bands. Up 1 per star. 3 bands. Up 1 per star. Right? And then we do 2 bands. Up. I don't know. We'll take a jump up to 3 per star. Right? And then maybe we can have say maybe score chart, and this is down to 10, gain $1 per space, right? And we'll do down to maybe 5, gain 2 per space, right? And down to 10, 2 per space. All right, something like that. Down to 5. We'll give them, say, 3 per space, right? Down to 10. Give them 3 per space, right? So something like that. Where you're looking to get bands, higher bands, increase band star value. Gain money for the band per star for the bands, right? So this guy, Loch Lamont, he would have a 3-star value, right? Because he's got a 3-star where he starts. And so then we have like cost for band equals $2 per star play play as free action. And then we could say star up, and we could say, what do we say, $1, star up for $1. So if we say star up for $3, right? Free action. Way to do draw a card. Draw a card. Draw. No, let's make this draw. This will be 2, keep 1. This will be 3, keep 1. There we go. Draw 3, keep 2. Draw 4, keep 2. Draw 5, keep 3. There we go. So I want players to have an action, like a free action, like you can do this for free. It's going to cost you. But you could also do this for cheaper. So you say for $1 each, right? And you're going to start with some money. You know, say you start with like, I don't know, let's say we start with 5, right? Pretty good record company. We've got $5 million in the bank. We're going to go hire us some bands. We want to make them something special. We're going to get them on their radio play, you know, something like that. I think, you know, I think we do, we could even do, I don't know, maybe we have some random cubes, right? And so this is player cubes, right? Player cubes. Each player have one of these, each player, right? This is a separate. So it'll be 2 boards, right? And then 1 that's, so these would be together like that, right? Like that's together. And then this is the player stuff, player cubes, player bands. And then I think, you know, these have powers. So what I did with these is they have abilities on, right? And some of them I think might need to change, but so you could discard a card for the ability, right? Or you could play it for its thing. It's not an engine builder. It's I don't know. It's an economic game. You're running a record company as best you're able to. But I think I like where this is. I'm gonna have to play around with it, you know, like play test it. For the love of God, play test your games. For the love of all things, just do some play testing. But that's not a problem. That's something that we have to do. So that's where I'm at with this. Like I said, I'm gonna clean this up. You guys will maybe see this in a future video. I don't know. But I do want to kind of move along this project. This is an idea I had. I don't know, I was doing laundry or something. Texted Derek Dooley. You guys know Derek. He's my buddy. He gets all of my rawest ideas, and then when I finally have cogitated on them a little while, then I hop on here and tell you guys about them. So I said to Derek, oh, well, what if I do Yahtzee? And Yahtzee does something. Well, it's not Yahtzee. It's Yahtzee rolling, but it's dice activation. And you activate it by taking the dice. Not unlike the original board version of this. Just smaller footprint, smaller box. It's cost effective. Because these are not very expensive to produce. Round records, they're not. Cubes are not expensive. Dice is not expensive. This stuff is expensive. Boxes are expensive. The big boxes are really expensive, especially if they're fully wrapped and fully contained and all that kind of stuff. Unless you whenever we talked about it. Don't have the time, don't have the resources. And I have too many game ideas for that to be feasible, because then I have to make it, hope it works, send it to those people, wait for them to send it back. Not my speed. It's great for other people. But thank you for checking out Let's Make a Board Game with me as I walk through some different ideas, some different fun. This was such a fun game. Little Johnny Gretsch, lightning fast. I really love this game. Cadillac Monroe and his land yachts. Rev it up. Good old Nashville Records. So Nashville Records actually is a different game. You guys might or might not see that in the future. Different game, plays different, looks similar. But this is Nashville. And it's going to come back in this sort of a form. I think, it's time. It's time for this game to come back in a cool way. Charts, I think maybe there's if we play, what is it, 6-player, 4-player? 4 players probably max, right? 4 to 5 players. You can have 3. I don't know. Whatever. So we have non-player cubes. What if we have 3 of those? There we go. 3 non-player cubes. And then we'll roll. Roll 1, 1, 2 dice. All right. And so do like, okay, so there's 1 on 1, and there's 1 on 3, and there's 1 on 6. Right, something like that. And so then these will go out here as the non-player cubes. So it would be 2-player cubes plus, I have to figure out how many records players are going to be able to produce in a game. It'll probably lessen the total number of cubes because there's less things to put cubes on. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out Let's Make a Board Game. This is Nashville. It is going to get a big old rehab assignment here. Roll and Write Revolution probably will do the production. We'll do the publishing. Put myself to work a little bit more. I think by the time you guys see this video, Crash Test Zombies has ended on Kickstarter. There is not going to be a Kickstarter for November. So if you're seeing this in November, we're going to sponsor somebody else. There's probably lots of cool Kickstarters out there. If you have a cool Kickstarter and you want to send me a message and tell me, hey, I'd like you to feature it on one of your Let's Make a Board Game videos, I'd say sure. I'm all about promoting community. So if you got somebody that's doing something cool, Twisty Trumpets, I think, is coming up. I don't remember exactly where his game is as far as like publication, but it looks cool. So he gets a shout out. So Twisty Trumpet dude, whose name I'm drawing a blank on, I am so sorry, but your game looks really cool. Shout out to you. All right, thanks for checking it out. Let's Make a Board Game.